today's my last day right here in the United States.
A Mexican man who lived in the United States for 20 years is heading back to Mexico in tears. His American wife says she no longer feels safe in the country she calls home. What do you think?
I'm going to my country. I'm going to Mexico. I'm bringing my wife with me. Oh, Dios, pinche madre. Ya me está pegando.
The first story that we're learning from is CNN affiliate WLS. This is in a northern suburb. A woman says that her father was picked up by ICE after ICE knocked on his door and then arrested him. This is a man who's 44 years old. He's a grandfather, and he arrived here from Mexico 30 years ago. Here's what his daughter said. Take a listen.
They won't open the door because they thought maybe one of us were in trouble or something happened to us. He never did anything that would have been nice. I'm already heartbroken myself, and I can't really imagine little kids whose families are breaking apart because of this.
People talk about immigration like it's paperwork, but they don't talk about this. At one point, immigration separated my entire family. In 2010, I self-deported. My oldest brother was in jail awaiting his deportation. My youngest brother was about to be born. My baby sister was left alone with my mom in the United States. The hardest part wasn't starting over. It was being away from my siblings. We grew up so close. We were all we had. We were the only family we had in the U.S. Being separated from them broke me. When I lived in Mexico, I couldn't even look at pictures of them without breaking down, knowing our family might never be together again. So today, cooking breakfast in the same house as adults, this moment means more than money could ever buy. After 15 years, we're finally all together again, even if it's just for the holidays.
Imagine spending years building a life in America, working, struggling, and dreaming, only to lose it all in a single moment. No warning, no second chance, just a one-way ticket back. And everything we built is gone. Let's watch these clips and then I'll come back with more comments.
They took my whole life. I feel so hopeless.
So after my wife got deported, I was an emotional mess because it was like I had my best friend with me. We had so much things that we had plans, you know, even just like for the weekend. We're so excited to just go out and have fun and hang out with friends and be us and grow our relationship and our connection. And after she got deported, all of that stopped. Once she got deported, you know, it wasn't just a simple like relationship how we had it. It turned more into a battle of trying to figure out how to get her back, and it was honestly exhausting because pretty much every avenue you go down with deportation, there's some kind of barrier, there's some kind of block. It's like there's a 10-year ban, and then to get the ban done, you have to pay like a lot of money just to even get it down, and you have to submit forms, and then after that form gets done, you have to submit another form and then another form, and then by the time you know it, it's like I realized then when I was in the army, I was like, man, I'm not going to be able to have my wife back here with me in the States for probably like 5, 7, 8 years. And once I realized that, like, it made the rest of the time in the military for me so much longer and so much harder, because I was like she's not coming back. It's so hard, like, to even afford that money, to get that money to do that, and also, you know, miss this person like tremendously. It was very difficult. It was very difficult to cope with that information. And then eventually, like, the more I looked into deportation and how to get my wife back, you know, like spouse, how to get her back to the States with me, after talking with my lawyer, and after filing all the paperwork, and like once you submit everything, it literally takes over a year for like any results. And once you get that back, you have to do more paperwork. And now, so we're on our second submission, second form, and this form, like, I guess takes 2 years to finish. Like 2 years, you know. So I'm gonna be away from my country, my home, like my family, for like 5 years because we have to wait for USCIS to approve our case. And on top of that, like, yeah, we're spending over $12,000, actually probably more, because there's other filing fees that you have to pay for. So I mean, it's ridiculous how much money and time goes into this because of deportation. And then on top of that, you want your family to be good and strong and happy, and then you're going through all this like bullshit that honestly like takes so much time away from your relationship. It's just it's too much on families. Like, this whole fighting for your case and doing all this is too much. It's too much for us. It's too much for our families going through this. We just want to be in our country, have our family with us, and be good. And like I'm with an amazing person. Like, she lived in the States for 10 years, yo. She graduated high school, she got jobs and everything, and then we have to sit and wait for somebody that doesn't even know us to say like we can go into the country I was raised in. Like, I served in the military. I put my life on the line for my country, and then they kick my wife out and then say I have to pay like $15,000 to have her back in. It's like, I'm pretty sure my soul knows who I want to be with for the rest of my life. I don't think I need to prove it through freaking paperwork and years of waiting for and waiting for a result. It's ridiculous. The system and everything needs to change, yo. We're making the most of it. You know, we're in Guatemala. Guatemala is very, very beautiful, and we're so grateful for all of you guys supporting us as well. Deportation is hard, man. It's really, really difficult. And if you're going through any like deportation situation, you know, I feel you. I just hope things get better with this. But yeah, that's just it's a little part of deportation and what we've had to go through because of it, I guess.
Yes, I got deported.
Uh-oh, here we go.
After 20 plus years and 97+% of my life in the United States.
Oh, this is about to be some shit.
ICE agents picked me up in Chicago and threw me in jail for 3 weeks because my parents did not file my paperwork correctly.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
They brought me to the United States on a visa, overstayed that visa, had opportunities to appeal it in court, and my father did not show up to court.
Ooh, daddy.
Now I'm in the United Kingdom, and this country sucks. And it has made me more America first.
Oh, you didn't think he was gonna say that shit, did you?
Because you see that outside of London, all of England is a third world country, a dump. I hate it here.
But yet folks out here hating on America.
And I am excited and ready to go back to the United States, but I have a 10-year ban to wait out.
This man said he has to wait 10 years.
And I'm waiting to bring my fiance over because I had a wedding scheduled that I had to cancel.
Oh, no, man. Oh, no, man.
And it's taken everything in me to forgive my parents for what they've done to me and what they've caused. But I'll keep going on.
Notice how he blamed his parents and not Trump? The guy who's in it. But there's plenty of folks out here that would go, oh, Trump, you voted for that. That's what you voted for. No. His parents did not do the responsible thing and the stuff that they were supposed to do to make sure that their family became citizens in the country in which they wanted to reside. Period. Trump, go get this dude, man. Do whatever you need to do to magically wand go get this guy. That is probably the most mature response in that situation that I don't think I could even do. Because I'm blaming everybody.
For many immigrants, deportation isn't just about leaving a country. It is about losing a life. a job, a routine, friends, and sometimes even family. And for some, it becomes their biggest regret.
I've spent the last few days reflecting, and I feel like I came through some sort of revelation, or like blindfolds were ripped off my eyes. I started seeing things differently. I questioned my beliefs, my choices, and my role in all of it. I regret my vote so deeply, and if I could go back and change it, I would. My vote wasn't just a mistake, it was the ultimate betrayal of the very people that I come from. I supported the very system that allows this kind of cruelty to happen. That is a choice that I have to live with. I've started educating myself on immigration, on the US history, on systematic racism, and how people in power manipulate and try to divide us. I'm reading, listening, learning, and unlearning everything that I thought I knew.
From Guatemala to Mexico, you got to go in illegally as well. So, and it takes money, and then, you know what? You can go, you know, with, you don't need, there's a coyote that you pay to get to the States. And if you have family that got money, $10,000 to get to the States if you have the money. But I mean, like, where am I in the world going to get $10,000? But there's ways getting on the train in Mexico, which is very, very dangerous, because I got tattoos and they might mistake me for a gang member or something like that. But it says Emily, and then my daughter's name, my mom's name, it says fuck love, you know, and then they might mistake me for, you know, yeah, I was a kid, and then and it takes, I have to cross all Mexico, and then Guatemala's like this, and Mexico's like, you know, and it's dangerous and all of that. And then people in Mexico are racist to Central American people as well. You know, you're Central American and you're in Mexico, they're not gonna like you.
So how many years altogether did you live in the U.S.?
Almost 19 years.
19 years.
Yes, I have a wife, kids. I have one daughter is 4 years, and one boy is 4 months old. I left over there.
You have a 4-year-old daughter and a 4-month-old son.
Yes, I left there.
And they're in with your wife in the U.S.
Yes, I'm scared because now with Trump, they say they have to go, you know, go with a criminal, but we're not a criminal, you know.
But you have a trespassing conviction?
Yes, but to me it's not like that. About.
To you, it's not as serious a crime.
Yes, I'm not.
So what now? Where do you go, Fidel?
Now I have to go with my mom and my dad.
They live here.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to stay here? Or do you think you'll go back?
I have to go back, for sure.
You'll find a way back. Yeah.
Maria's story. Deported after 20 years in the U.S. 20 years here, 3 kids, 1 traffic stops and gone. Maria, a Texas mother of 3 U.S.-born kids, was pulled over for a broken taillight. ICE flagged her 2004 overstayed visa. Within a week, she was deported to a country she hadn't seen in decades, leaving her children in foster care, feeling isolated, alone, hopeless, and powerless over a system which has failed her. Drop your thoughts and share if you believe survivors deserve protection, not deportation. What's your take on this? Share if you believe families shouldn't be torn apart like this.
People don't just wake up and decide to leave everything behind for no reason. Most are chasing opportunity, stability, and survival. The idea of America, the American dream, is powerful. It promises something better, something more. So people take risks, and big ones for that matter. They leave their homes, their culture, their comfort, believing it will all be worth it. But reality can hit hard. For some, it is a mistake, a bad decision, or just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And suddenly, everything changes. You are detained, processed, and before you even fully understand what is happening, you are on a plane going back. No time to say goodbye properly. No time to prepare. Just gone. Then comes the part where no one talks about. What happens next? You return to a place that is supposed to be home but doesn't feel like home anymore. Maybe you left years ago. Maybe everything has changed. You might not have a job, a support system, or even a clear direction. And sometimes there is stigma. People look at you differently, like you failed. Meanwhile, the life you built in America continues, but without you. That's where the real struggle begins. It's not just about money. It is mental. Regrets start to creep in. What if I made a different choice? What if I stayed out of trouble? What if I did things differently? And the hardest thought of all is, what if I could go back? But here is something important. This isn't everyone's story. Some people rebuild, some adapt, some even find peace in returning. For them, it becomes a second chance, not an ending. So while regret is real to many, it is not universal. Still, one thing is clear. When you've experienced a completely different life, different opportunities, different systems, it changes you. And going back isn't just physical, it is emotional, it is psychological. Because you're not just leaving a country, you're leaving a version of your life behind. And for some, deportation doesn't just feel like going home. It feels like losing everything. I would love to hear your thoughts of what you think about all of this in the comment section, and kindly remember to keep it respectful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.